we are setting the agendas and
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the City of Franklin's Beer Board. Today is Tuesday, February the 13th. It is now 4:30. We are here in the boardroom. I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order with a roll call vote. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote?
Present.
Alderman Caesar, how do you vote?
Present.
And the chair is present as well. Next, we'll move to setting the agenda. This is a consideration of changes in agenda and setting the agenda. Are there any proposed changes? Seeing none, we'll take a motion to approve the agenda as it's submitted.
So moved. Second.
Has been moved and seconded. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar, how do you
Yes.
vote? And the chair votes yes as well. At this time, we will open the floor for citizen comments. These comments are for items that are either on the agenda or not on the agenda. I do not have any speaker cards at this time. Would anyone like to speak? Seeing none, we'll move forward to our agenda item number 2, which is approval of the minutes, consideration of approval of minutes for January the 9th, 2024 Beer Board meeting.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar, how do you vote?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes as well. Next, we'll move to old business. This is consideration of application of Nashville Northside Blue Sushi LLC, DBA Blue Sushi Sake Grill, 5001 Aspen Grove Suite 142, Franklin, Tennessee 37067. Marjorie Huntley, managing agent for on-premises consumption. Welcome, Ms. Huntley.
Hi, thank you.
Yes.
Good afternoon. This is Marjorie Huntley. She's the Regional Operations Director for Blue Sushi Sake. This is a new business to Franklin. And we are still waiting on the certificate of occupancy, so we would request that any approval be contingent upon receiving the CO, and I'll let Ms. Huntley tell you a little bit about the restaurant.
Yeah, so we are a small privately owned restaurant group with about 40 restaurants company-wide. Blue Sushi is our largest concept. This would be our 21st location and our second location in Tennessee. It is a family-style sushi restaurant that is focused on sustainability. All of our seafood is sustainably sourced, and we also have a very large vegan selection. So trying to do the right thing for the environment and sell great sushi while we do it.
Excellent. Thank you, Ms. Huntley. Any questions or comments from the board?
New business, your employees have gone through the training. They understand what they have to do, check ID cards, make sure they're not selling to anyone under 21 or serving to anyone under 21.
Correct. We just started hiring last week. Our trainings for staff will start March 11th.
Okay.
Excellent. Any other comments or questions for Ms. Huntley? If not,
Then I'll make a motion of approval based upon the acquiring the CO.
motion has been
Second.
made and properly seconded. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote, sir?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar, how do you
Yes.
vote? Thank you. And the chair votes yes as well. Thank you, Ms. Huntley.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Next, we'll move forward to new business. This is item number 4 on the agenda. Consideration of application of Downtown Franklin Rotary Club, DBA Jockeys and Juleps, Park at Harlansdale Farm, 239 Franklin Road, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. CJ Mott, managing agent for special event. Event date and hours, May 4th, 2024. 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
And
With the applause, I'll take it he has taken the chair.
Yes. This is Don Vick. He's the facilities co-chair for this event. And this is not the first time for this event, but I'll let you tell the board a little bit about your event.
Okay, as it says, we represent the Downtown Franklin Rotary Club. We meet 2 times a month at the Enrichment Center. This is one of our major fundraisers, and we use it. We've donated somewhere between $100,000 to $200,000 per year back into the community for different nonprofit organizations that needed the money. and we have it at Hollinsdale Farm. We'll have somewhere around 400 people. Everything's catered. All the servers are licensed with proper license. We make sure that they have a proper license to serve beer and wine and liquor and whatever we do. So we just, anything else you need to know? I mean,
That's good.
All right, thank you, Mr. Vick.
Not your first rodeo, motion to approve.
Second.
All right, we are talking jockey and juleps.
Yep.
So we will.
y'all are welcome to buy a table. We can get some information.
Thank you, Mr. Vick. We'll take that under consideration. A proper motion has been made and seconded. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote, sir?
Yes.
Thank you. Alderman
Yes.
Caesar. And the chair votes yes as well. Thank you, Mr. Vick. Look forward to the event. Next, we'll move to item number 5 on the agenda. This is consideration of application of Heritage Foundation of Williamson County, DBA Main Street Festival in front of McCreary's Pub and on the Public Square, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. Ian Hunt, managing agent for special event. Event date and hours, April 27th through 28th, 2024, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time.
And this is Jamie Smith. She's the director of events for the Heritage Foundation, and they have the next 3 items for their events that also are not first-time events. So I'll let you share a little bit, Jamie.
So we have our 3 major festivals coming up. We have Main Street Festival, Pumpkin Fest, and Dickens of a Christmas. And the beer will be located in the same places for all 3 festivals, which will be in front of McCreary's and in the upper quadrant of the Public Square Quad. So, and we have the proper fencing, security, and all that stuff established and ready to go.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Are there any questions or comments from the board?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar?
Yes.
Thank you, and the chair votes yes as
Thank you.
well. Thank you, Ms. Smith. We'll now move to item number 6. Consideration of application of Heritage Foundation of Williamson County, DBA Pumpkin Fest in front of McCreary's Pub and on the Public Square, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. Ian Hunt, managing agent for special event. Event date and hours, October 26, 2024, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time.
Same thing on this one. Jamie's here to represent this event, and it's
Same
All the same
deal.
information.
How many years have
Yep.
we been having Pumpkin Fest?
38.
And just to clarify, if I may, Mr.
Please.
Chair, the question earlier, for all 3 events, the location of the beer will be in front of McCreary's and in I guess, the northeast quadrant of the
Correct.
square with proper fencing and
And
being
security.
served by licensed and trained
Correct.
individuals.
Yep.
Perfect. No questions on my end. I'd move to approve.
Second.
Proper motion has been made and seconded for agenda item number 6. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote, sir?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And the chair votes yes as well. Thank you, Ms. Smith. We'll now move to item number 7 on the agenda. Consideration of application of Heritage Foundation of Williamson County, DBA Dickens of a Christmas in front of McCreary's Pub and on the Public Square, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. Ian Hunt, managing agent for special event. Event date and hours, December 14th, 2024, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central, and December 15th, 2024, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central.
And same thing for this one, and I guess we'll share, how many years have we been doing?
38 for this one.
There you go, 38 for
38.
this one too.
Yep.
Excellent. Comments or questions from the board? Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes as well. We'll next move to, thank you, Ms. Smith. Next, we'll move to item number 8, consideration of application of Vineeth Kumar Shalam, DBA Persis Indian Grill, 9040 Carruthers Parkway, Suite B, 111, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. Vineeth Kumar Shalam, owner for on-premises consumption. And would you please correct my pronunciation?
So you're pretty good on that. It was all right.
Well, what's correct?
It was all right. Vineet Kumar Sheelam. You were right.
Shalom.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes, there you
perfect.
go.
Excellent. Wanted to make sure. All right, go ahead.
So
ma'am.
Beneath
Yeah.
is the new owner. So this is an existing business in Franklin that has recently been acquired, and so that's why we're here to get a new beer permit. The beer permit is permitted for the owner. So anytime we have a new owner, we have to get a new beer permit. And everything has been submitted and all of our inspections have come back. So this one, we're asking for approval with no contingencies.
Excellent. Comments or questions from the board?
Any staff holdover?
Yes, sir. We do have staff holder.
So
Almost.
they've been trained.
They have been trained. It's the same staff. We are keeping it in the front of the house, and we have increased the staff in the back of the house as well to change the operations quite a bit. So we have been this restaurant has been ran as a buffet and a no bar restaurant. So we are planning to build a bar with the beer for now, and then we are going to Tennessee. ABC to get the liquor license as well eventually to open up a bar. There is not a South Indian bar restaurant and a sit-down dining restaurant in Franklin, so we would be the first one. We also own Cafe India restaurant in Franklin, Tennessee. This is our second one in Franklin. We opened one in Memphis as well, so we all operate here in Tennessee.
Excellent.
Yep.
And where in Memphis?
It's right next opposite of Costco. It's in the
Cordova.
right close to Collierville and Germantown. It's kind of a right on the exit of Hacks Cross and 385.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I will be there this weekend.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for providing that address and location. All right. Are there any additional questions or comments for the applicant?
My only comment would be I'm excited to have a proper South Indian
Thank you, sir.
restaurant here in our city. As somebody who has enjoyed South Indian cuisine for a while, I am already thinking about coming and having some there. And
you, sir.
with that, if there were no other questions, I would move to approve.
Second.
Motion has been properly made and properly seconded. We'll move forward to vote. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote, sir?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, and the chair votes yes as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you
Thank you,
all.
Mr.
Thank you.
Shalom. We'll move forward to item number 9 on the agenda, consideration of application of ERG Factory LLC DBA Edley's Barbecue, 230 Franklin Road, Suite 3C, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. William Newman, managing agent for on and off premises consumption.
Good afternoon. I'm Jenna Winfrey Burrell on behalf of Edley's. This is a new location that's going to open up in the factory. So it will be walking distance, as we discussed, for city employees. So we're excited to be a part of the factory, and this is the last location I was here before you all on was the Berry Farms location. So we're enjoying Franklin.
Excellent.
And we are still waiting on the certificate of occupancy, so we would ask that any approval be contingent upon receiving the CO, please.
Okay. Comments and/or questions from the board?
I don't have any.
Thank you, sir.
Just out of curiosity for me, will you be bringing trained staff from the Berry Farms location over to open, or staff from other Edley's locations? over to
Staff
open?
from other Edley's location will lead the opening.
Perfect. And just making sure that they're trained properly on dispensing alcoholic beverages, in particular beer. If there's no other questions, I would make a motion to approve.
Seeing no other questions, the motion has been made.
Contingent.
Upon receiving the certificate of occupancy.
That is good call.
So we-
Alderman Barnhill. So make an amendment to my motion, my original motion, that it is approved with the contingency on approval of the certificate of occupancy.
So we have a motion that's been rephrased for approval contingent on the COA.
Yep.
And need a second?
Second.
Has now been properly made and properly seconded. Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Caesar,
Yes.
and the chair votes yes as well. Thank you, Ms. Burrell.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Great to see y'all. Come enjoy some barbecue.
Excellent. Move now to item number 10 on the agenda. Consideration of application of Osama Deuce, DBA West Main Street Market, 1403 West Main Street, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. Osama Deuce managing agent for off-premises consumption. Would you please correct my pronunciation?
Yes, my name Osama Dos.
Dose.
Dos, D-O-U-S.
Thank you, Mr. Dose. All right.
Mr. Dos is the owner and the managing agent for this business. It is a new business in Franklin, and we are also waiting on the certificate of occupancy for this one as well. So it would request a contingent approval, and I'll let you tell them a little bit about your business.
Yes, I have another business in the Springfield. I own the business like almost 6 years. We never get citation. I have the machine, I have to put the ID, and you check the ID, right 100-year-old.
All the way up to 100?
Yes.
Wow,
Thank
okay.
you.
All right.
So just exactly where is this? I know it says on West Main, but
The 1403 West Main Street.
it's,
Can you say, is there something, another business close by that we might recognize?
You know, the Mexico, the beside the Mexico restaurant.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Any other comments or questions for the applicant?
Motion to approve.
Contingent,
Contingent upon the applicant receiving of the certificate of occupancy.
All right, motion has been made with the contingency of the
Second.
COA,
Second.
and it has now been properly seconded. Move forward to vote. Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Caesar?
yes.
And the chair votes yes as well. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Dose.
Thank you so
you,
much,
Mr.
sir.
Dose.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Next, we'll move forward to item number 11 on the agenda, which is consideration of application of 58 MG Inc., DBA 665 Shell 1125
That's correct.
Murfreesboro Road, Franklin, Tennessee 37064. Paul Canas, managing agent for off-premises consumption. Yes, ma'am.
So we were supposed to have the owner here, but I understand you're here to represent the business.
Yes,
Can you introduce yourself?
I
please?
am Nichavan Yahya, and I am the manager for all the locations. She was here, and it was my mistake. We have a few other beer boards to go to in Nashville and Gallatin, and I gave her the wrong information. So there's the reason why she's not here, and I just got here.
We're glad you're here.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So this is this an existing business?
It
or-
is.
Yes.
It
with
is.
a
We-
new owner.
Absolutely.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
correct.
Yes. And we are also waiting for the certificate of occupancy on this one as well.
And for clarification, without us Google mapping this, can you give us a proximity where 1125 Murfreesboro Road is? Are there some other businesses adjacent to that?
Absolutely. Right next to the Ford dealer, in front of, across from the Dodge dealer.
Okay. All right. Any comments or questions for the applicant?
No, as long as, maybe this is a question more for staff, is there a concern about not having the owner here? Are we okay as long as we're representative?
No, there's no requirement that it be the owner. We ask for it to be someone closely associated with the business who can answer your questions. And since he's the manager, that
Yeah.
would count as
Perfect.
acceptable representative.
Thank you.
And this is also contingent upon certificate
Yes,
of
please.
occupancy. There's a business already operating in this shell, and then, is that correct?
It's the same business.
Okay, but you
Right.
need a new certificate.
New
of
owner.
occupancy.
Absolutely,
Got it,
yes.
okay.
There will be a new CO.
Okay.
Second?
A motion to approve pending the certificate of occupancy.
Motion has been made pending the certificate of occupancy. And-
Yes.
And has been properly seconded. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote, sir?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar?
Yes,
And the chair votes yes as well.
Thank you.
Thank you,
very
sir,
much.
for being
Thank
here.
you.
We appreciate you.
thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Is there any other business to be brought before this board?
I have none.
Motion to adjourn?
Seeing
Second.
no additional business, motion has been made to adjourn and properly seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.